Hey, it's Eric with Paper Plate Food, and today we're going to be making my perfected mac and cheese. Now, it took me a while to get this perfected. I failed numerous amounts of times and had tons of leftover mac and cheese, but I think I finally got the perfect recipe for some mac and cheese. Now, I'm going to start off with some large elbow pasta. I like the larger version, that's what she said. And follow the recipe on the box and cook till al dente. Now, I made some $1 million bacon in a previous video. I'm gonna cut it up and use it for garnish on top of the mac and cheese. I'll leave a link on the top of the video so you could check that video out. Now, the key to this mac and cheese is the smoked Gouda. I'm also using a mild cheddar and a mozzarella. Cheddar for flavor, mozzarella for cheese pools. And the smoked Gouda just gives that last little je ne sais quoi. Now, this part's going to be a little bit of a workout, so if you're like me and don't like to work out, this might be a pain in the butt, but it really makes the difference. You want to shred your own cheese. Don't buy that already pre-shredded cheese. It has some stuff on it that makes it like not stick together, so you don't want to throw anything else into your mac and cheese that doesn't belong there. So shredding your own cheese makes a huge, huge difference. So here is the secret to making the perfect mac and cheese is making a roux. A roux is equal parts fat, equal parts flour. It's going to help thicken your cheese sauce. Now, when I was making this, I actually added too much flour there in the beginning. It kind of got away from me right there, as you can see. So I had to end up adding another tablespoon of butter. It was crumbly and not the consistency I wanted, so I added a little bit more butter to make sure it was the right consistency. And once it got there, I cooked it down to make sure it removed any of the flour taste and got rid of any unwanted texture or grit. And once that was done, I added my milk. It's about 3 cups. If you want your cheese sauce to be a little bit more runny, I would maybe go with 4 cups. I like a little bit of a thicker sauce myself. Now you're gonna stir that all around until the milk starts to thicken. Do not stop stirring. You have to continue stirring until that milk starts to thicken, and you'll notice it start to thicken pretty quickly. Once the milk reaches its boiling point, that's when you're going to want to start adding your cheese slowly. I started with adding some cheddar, and then I whisked it until it was actually nice and melted into the milk. And you can start seeing it really thicken up now. Started adding some of the mozzarella, some of the smoked Gouda, a little bit of all 3 cheeses, being sure to leave some for the end of the mac and cheese when I add some to the top. At this point, actually, once the milk got to that boil, I turned off the heat, so you gotta make sure you turn off the heat. Added some black pepper. Here's another little tip I actually got from a friend of mine, was adding a little bit of ground mustard and also garlic powder. Actually, thinking about it now, I should have added a little bit of salt. I added a little salt later when I was eating it, but I didn't taste the food. You have to always taste the food. That's what you hear chefs always saying, and I messed up. Didn't taste it, needed more salt. But once that sauce is ready, you're gonna pour it over your noodles and mix. Notice the consistency. This is what I had been missing the entire time that I had been trying to make these the perfect mac and cheese, and finally got there. So I'm gonna put everything into a large tin foil, and this is where the finishing touch comes. I'm gonna spread some cheese all around the top, the smoked Gouda, the mozzarella, the cheddar. Add some dried parsley for looks, because you really can't taste it, and Parmesan cheese. If I had the shredded Parmesan, I would have added that, but I didn't have that. I forgot to buy it at the store. Now, if you have a salamander, great. You probably don't. But if you don't, You're going to want to broil the top to get that cheese all nice and crunchy and yummy. Oh yeah, look at that. That's exactly what you want to see. Well, thanks so much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and hope to see you next time.